So the kids are out of the house. You have transitioned from having children running around in your house to you being all by yourself. What do you do? How many empty nesters am I talking to today? I thought about this topic because I'm an empty nester. But I tell you, when it first happens, trust me, you go through anxiety like you cannot believe. I was telling my children how when they first moved out, how I used to call them daily, reminding them, like, you need to pay your rent on time, you need to buy food. And if you don't have food, please just say, a solid week, I was on the phone. And that's normal. It's a natural thing because you're so used to having them around. You're used to cooking for them, finding out what's going on, and now you're all by yourself. So how are you coping as an empty nester? Let me share my 2 cents of what's going on in my life. As an empty nester, you can actually suffer from empty nester syndrome. It's actually a thing where you go through a season of anxiety, you tend to feel empty because now you're all by yourself. I mean, you walk from one room to the next, there's no one other than yourself because you have been so busy taking care of your children. If you're married, you probably haven't been giving 100% to your husband. Now it's you and your husband, your children are gone. So now you have to start getting to know the person that you probably had not invested in. As a mother, you'd gotten used to taking probably your children to uni. As in, there's just something that causes a vacuum to happen or to appear, so to speak. But it's getting to the place where you actually do embrace. Probably I'm feeling this way, a certain kind of way, because I went through that. Being in this place where it's empty, it's quiet, and you can actually lose it because you're so used to having noise around you. But I am urging someone, because I feel like I'm speaking to a new empty nester somewhere who needs to know how to navigate this. Find people. I am telling you, people will help you get out of that, because it's so easy to get into depression because you're so used to having noise and activity around you. Now all that is gone, but yes, trust me, find people who are in the same space that you're in. And you'll be amazed, you'll be like me, dancing in my wonderful costumes in the house, because you now can do the things you are not able to do. I have purposed to be selfish with my space. By the way, I have, and then now it doesn't help that I'm an OCD. I cannot find a pillow on the floor and you're in my house. Imagine you're in trouble. But what I'm basically saying is I have learned to be selfish with my space. I love my space. I walk around comfortable, if you know what I mean, in my house. I have learned to just enjoy each and every single part of my house, and I love it. So if you're an empty nester, imagine, don't feel guilty for being selfish. Number 2, Find friends who are empty nesters so that now you can come up with things that you can do together. I have just joined a group. They're not of empty nesters, but I've joined a group of hikers. I don't love hiking, but I'm going to have to find something that's fun. And I'm hoping to do Kilimambogo. Yeah, I have set that as an agenda. Then find something interesting that you love to do. I love to travel, and so praying that I can get money to go, if not around the world, at least around the country, and be able to do the things that I wouldn't have been able to do because I was paying fees, I was buying food for the kids, just to live life. But empty nesting can be something else. It can take a toll on you, but just find stuff that is purposeful, find stuff that's fun, occasionally have your grandchildren around, but most importantly, don't feel selfish for having your space as an empty nester.